Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Thought I would show you guys a few new things that have come in over the last couple of weeks, or at least since I last made a video. I still have videos that I need to do on some of the prior stuff that's coming. In fact, there are still videos I need to do on stuff that I've had for more than a year. Alas, we will see when the time comes. But let's focus on the more recent stuff, since quite a few of these are new releases, or the majority of them are new releases. I'm going to go ahead and start with a pocket dump, which I haven't done in a while. I do have in pocket the Lost Dutchman Big Fin wallet. I have my Musk and Hustle number 11. This is it's a roll-on fragrance that has obviously a leather case to it, so you can carry it. My Aristo Flieger 4H32, and for my light, I have my Reaver Arms Citadel, and then last but not least, Galaxy S10 Plus, I think. Yeah, I've had this one for a while, so might jump to the S21 coming out. I don't know. There's always a new phone coming out. So that is what is in my pocket. And then the knife that I was carrying today was the newest one that just came in. This is the Chavez Knives Liberation, and this one is a Blade HQ exclusive, done with the natural G10 that's translucent, and then it has his signature skull pocket clip. So I think the Liberation's a newer model for him. I'm not entirely sure. This is my first from Chavez, but the two things that I quite like on this one are translucent G10, and I've always wanted a knife with his clip. It's you know, a little much for some people, but I still think it's pretty cool. These are manufactured by Riot Knives, so this is the newest one that came in today, and this is what I carried. Some other new acquisitions: the more recent Kershaw Launch 13, an automatic that has a Wharncliffe blade. And the machining on this is pretty nice. They didn't do the coated and black washed finish that they do on a lot of Kershaws. It has the machine satin that you find on a lot of the ZTs, and then there's a portion here that's DLC coated on the blade, so it helps tie it in with the handle. So this is an auto deep carry clip, aluminum frame, and this one came in a little bit more expensive. Usually the Launch series is around $100. This one came in at $115, but a pretty cool offering from Kershaw. Even at $115, this thing is still a pretty good value for money. And again, the finishing of the blade is a lot closer to a ZT than a Kershaw, in my opinion. So kind of another cool launch for Kershaw in 2020. They've had a really good year so far. Another one, and this one I was late to the party on. This is the GAVCO Tiger collaboration done with obviously Mike Gavic and Custom Knife Factory. So saw this one, really liked it, and then I waited, and then I waited, and I waited, and then I got to the point where it was becoming quite difficult to find these new from dealers, and they were sold out on Custom Knife Factory's website. So was able to snag one of the last new in box ones, but again, a really cool knife. I've had a lot of custom GAVCOs over the years, and this one is very, very good. It's honestly, it's 90, I don't know, 95, 97% of what a custom GAVCO is. I mean, the grind on this thing is insane. Just beautifully done. A lot of nice work. Comes down to a nice thin edge. It's got a pretty fine tip here towards the tip, so don't stab into trees, but a beautiful blade grind, a beautiful design, perfect size. I think it's 3 3/4 inch blade, 3.75, but anyways, well, it is a little slick on the flipper tab. I think that's one area that it could use a little TLC, but it's fine. So anyways, that one's new. That's pretty cool. And then there are some new Wingman here some new Wingman knife releases that just came out this last weekend. So first one here is the Wingman Ferris. This is an integral, and it has the kickstop mechanism from Lee Williams. And I think this design is a collaboration with John Barker. His logo, the Wingman logo, and the Lee Williams logo. Is that the Lee kickstop logo? Yeah, Lee Williams kickstop. So anyways, this one's pretty cool being an integral. This one is the full titanium frame. They have other ones with like carbon fiber inlays into the handle, and just a really satisfying action. Again, you can look up the kickstop mechanism if you don't know what it is, and this is one of their larger offerings. Thankfully, I can actually get a full 4-finger grip on it and just some insane grind. So this is the Ferris, Wingman Ferris, and I'll need to do a video with like more specs and other things. Then we have the Mach 1. I believe it's based on the Tom Mayo TNT model, but super clean, super cool design. This one has carbon fiber with an inset liner lock, Torx hardware, bead blasted, full flat grind. This one is pretty cool. It's a smaller knife, so you know I can get like a 3.5-finger grip on it. But there is, and I don't know if it was intentional, there's a spot right underneath the pivot where I can wrap my first finger and get a full 4-finger grip on this thing quite comfortably. So even though this is quite a small knife, I can get a full grip on it, which I certainly appreciate. So this is the Mach 1. It comes in actually a number of different colors, and it does have a top flipper along with the opening hole that you can open a number of different ways. Now, here we come to the Mach 3, and I'm going to assume this is going to be a more expensive version because it does have a titanium frame, titanium back spacer, and then it has a carbon fiber inlay. It has the proprietary hardware, and it does come with the tool. And then this is an L-Max blade on the Mach 1, and this is M390, and it has a nice satin finish on this Mach 3. So, you know, for me personally, I definitely prefer the Mach 3 here. Even though it does have the proprietary hardware, it just has some nice features, and it feels a little more solid with the titanium frame. It's a very cool offering, and again, since I can get a full hand grip on it, it makes the smaller knife definitely functional for me. So the satin and green carbon fiber is quite a joy. Don't know if I'll be able to send this one back or if I'm going to have to send a check instead. We shall see. So that's the Mach 3. Probably my favorite of the bunch of these. Again, I'm typically just a huge integral fan. I think I would like this one better with the carbon fiber inlays. It's a cool knife, don't get me wrong. There's just something about that TNT design that's just so clean and so Tom Mayo. Again, I would love to see any of these offerings at like a 3.5-inch blade, but at 3.5, I don't know if they'd be allowed to do it. Might be getting a little too close to the sizes that Tom Mayo makes, and I don't know. Sometimes when you collaborate with custom makers, you have to make concessions to say, hey, you know what? We won't make it in the same size as your customs to help reduce confusion potentially. I don't know if that's the case. I would love for it to not be the case because I would kill to have this exact knife in this exact configuration with a 3.5-inch blade. I would sacrifice a small goat to the knife gods. Absolutely would. So anyways, that's the Mach 1, Mach 3, and the Ferris from Wingman Knives. I think they call it the MTNT Mach 1, but anyways, if you guys do some Googling, you'll still find it nonetheless. So again, more info to come. I need more details on these. They just came in and they were just released at the California Custom Knife Show this last weekend, which unfortunately I was not able to go to, but that was kind of the first real show, quote-unquote real show of 2020. I don't really consider SHOT Show to be a knife show per se. Yeah. Alright, I think the last one that I haven't talked about yet is this Hinderer XM18 3.5 Bowie. So this is kind of an interesting one for me. I've owned quite a few ZT, designed hinderers over the years. And this is the first actual hinderer that I bought. And the reason that it took so long is because, honestly, I just thought that ZT did a better job than hinderer did. But he now has stainless steel lock inserts. You can see it right there. This one does have the tri-way pivot. So this one is running on bearings in the current configuration. And, the action, the detent, everything is so much improved over hinderers of years past. And again, I get that hinderer has a cult-like following, and they won't like my opinion, but that's totally fine. This one, as it sits, it's really cool. I like it. I will be making some modifications to it, though, and again, that's going to upset some fans or some purists, but I'm going to do what I want with it. So it's also going to make it needlessly expensive, but it's what I want to do, so it's what I'm going to do. So you guys will have to just see kind of what I do to this one, and I'll share with you guys the final cost to get it to where I want it specifically. So anyways, I'm happy to see kind of the improvements that Hinder has made over the years, and this is a beautiful model in the Bowie. Ergonomically, it's pretty comfortable. So again, I mean, Hinder is nothing new to those of you who've been in the hobby for any length of time, but I finally splurged and got one only because of the changes. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling there. I need to do videos at least on the Wingmen, since they are here for a visit, and I may do some individual videos on some of this other stuff. But if the view count tells me anything, you guys honestly don't seem to be terribly interested in individual knife videos anymore. It seems like the only videos that seem to get views are those that encompass multiple objects per video, rather than single focused content. So I don't know. We will see. Comments, questions, let me know. And you can follow me on Instagram for more daily content. I will see you guys soon. Take care.